Hello everyone, we are proud to present to your attention the new One Academy legal course dedicated to the cryptocurrencies and their legal nature, definition and specifics. During the present course you will be able to learn about the legal rules, regulations and norms applicable to this phenomenon in Italy. The recent development of new methods of payment based on the computer systems and in particular the electronic-based systems used to register the debit-credit position, the operationalization of the market, have elicited the growth of phenomenon of cryptocurrency. There is still no precise definition of cryptocurrency now, due to the complexity in matching the cryptocurrency with the proper related case in issue. That said, it is crucial as in the face of a growing interest in cryptocurrencies, the predisposition of an adequate control mechanism, still missing, is assuming a more and more importance. The awareness of the effective consistencies and diffusion of the phenomenon should encourage the authorities in taking actions against the potential risks, especially for those inexperienced operators that are not able to identify and evaluate them, attracted by the promise of high profits with low investments. One of the most critical aspects in subjecto material is the fiscal treatment of those operations with particular regard to money laundering and terrorism financing. The growing phenomenon of cryptocurrencies, in addition to introduce potential danger with evident damages for those who use them improperly, emphasizes the need to move forward new forms of regulation of such complex matter so that it can be redefined under the competence of the public authority. The cryptocurrency phenomenon cannot be qualified as a substitute of the currency, neither it seems to be like the ordinary methods of payment diffused in the market. The cryptocurrency is a digital or a virtual currency that uses cryptography for security. The digital currencies are decentralized systems. In other words, they have no central authority. They use cryptography to control transactions, increase the supply and prevent fraud. Once confirmed, all transactions are stored digitally and recorded in a blockchain, which can be thought of as an accounting system. Payments are validated by network nodes. Sometimes powerful, expensive computers are needed for the process. Generally, the algorithm provides an effective safeguard against counterfeiting of the currency. The interest that cryptocurrency is increasingly attracting is mostly generated by the promise of possible financial returns in an economic context of low interest rates. It's clear that their nature and incidence on the market is significant. Given the so far existing summary of the common characteristics for further establishment and proper implementation and regulation of the cryptocurrencies and their utilization, it is essential that the regulators apply a unified or at least general definition of cryptocurrencies. The Italian legislator has implemented the fourth Anti-Monetary Laundering Directive and has introduced a reference to cryptocurrencies to the Legislative Decree 231 from 2007 from the Legislative Decree 90 from 2017. The following is a definition of virtual currency pursuant to Article 1 of the Legislative Decree 231 from 2007. The digital representation of value not issued by a central bank or by public authority, not necessarily connected to a currency having legal tender, used as a means of exchange for the purchase of goods and services and transferred, stored and electronically negotiated. The Legislative Decree 231 from 2007 provides that the purchase of cryptocurrencies must be tracked when the investor buys for the first time cryptocurrency with the real currency. The Article 1 of Legislative Decree 231 from 2007 defines virtual exchanges. This is the innovative aspect of this discipline. Providers of services relating to the use of virtual currency, any natural or legal person who provides services to third parties on a professional basis functional to the use, exchange, preservation of virtual currency and their conversion from or into currencies having legal tender status. While cryptocurrency was originally developed to function as currency, there has been a noticeable increase in demand from those who buy virtual currencies as a speculative investment. If cryptocurrencies are considered as financial instruments, it is also necessary to apply rules on investor protection, especially MiFID II. The Italian doctrine denies the cryptocurrencies are financial instruments. As is known, the financial instruments are typical and belong to a category that is basically closed, in other words, typified by the legislator and which can be enlarged by the MiFID according to the provisions of Articles 2 bis and 18, paragraph 5 of the TUF. Recently, the European Commission, worried about the stability of the system, has included in its amendment proposal of the fourth Anti-Monetary Laundering Directive two new categories of legal entities to which the directive is applicable. A. Exchange platforms of virtual currencies. B. Custodian wallet providers from 6 and 7 Article 1, 9. C. Such amendment contained into the fifth Anti-Monetary Laundering Directive indicates how the lack of a proper differentiation between legal currencies and virtual currencies can be problematic. Only the latter, in fact, can be subjected to the Financial Intelligence Unit's EU FIU platform and, in general, to a reduction of the risks resulted by such innovative payment methods. The Italian Bank Authority focus on the profile of investor protection, and all of these measures should be able to increase the level of protection for the investors. Until now, there is still no state that has adopted cryptocurrencies as legal currency. For this reason, their standard of deferred payment is based only on the functional characteristics of the currency, and they are only imperfectly able to fulfill that function. So, is it cryptocurrency a real currency? Cryptocurrency is not a real currency. It is hard to categorize cryptocurrency because it is so new and different from other assets available to market participants. From the point of view of the investors, the nature of cryptocurrency does not represent a problem. So, because the defining feature of a cryptocurrency is that it is not issued by any central authority, rendering it theoretically immune to government interference or manipulation. Moreover, control in a centralized systems is usually concentrated in an institution or small group of key people. Control in a peer-to-peer network is subtler. Changes in a peer-to-peer network have to be agreed by a majority of the peers at least. One advantage of the decentralization of power is that changes that are contrary to the interests of most users would be rejected. After analyzing the nature, attempts for provision of a legal definition and assessment of the economic evolution of the crypto units, the course focuses on the impact of the cryptocurrencies on the traditional market. The financial industry has been the most open to innovation technology in the world and also in Italy. The starting point is that an algorithm, if well designed, is much more efficient of any real-life banking employee in deciding on the merit of anyone's credit. Moreover, cryptocurrencies platforms put in direct communication, savings and investment, and this determines a return of investors. As a matter of fact, the evaluation of the cryptocurrencies phenomenon is not possible, together with the identification of the technical profile, without the awareness that a potential diffusion can lead to significant consequences on the production and consumption level, with subsequent impact on the social wealth and government intervention. In particular, there might be a possible imbalance in the market and consequent uncertainty about the stability of the rates of exchange if the tie between the currency and the sovereign authority, the central banking system indeed, would be suppressed. The legislator, especially the European legislator, is facing a scenario that requires a new regulation that enables a technological system platform related to an official regulated currency and that ensures negotiations protected from the uncertainty of the cryptocurrencies. From the point of view of the Italian authorities, the exchanges with cryptocurrencies are not prohibited, but cryptocurrencies cannot be used on regulated markets. In Italy, it was established at the Ministry of Economy and Finance on Coordination Committee for FinTech, to which the Bank of Italy and IVASS, they participate together with other authorities. The Bank of Italy has opened on its website a FinTech channel for an exchange of evaluation with startup and traditional companies. IVASS has created a sandbox, but only dedicated to blockchain technology. Despite being a technological novelty, the future of cryptocurrency as a currency remains far away, of course. The inevitable increase in regulation and greater compliance requirements increase the transaction costs of virtual currency and reduce the anonymity of its users, who they are two of its strengths. Many see the volatility of cryptocurrency as an obstacle for it to becoming a corporate investment.